Odds are you will probably be spending a lot of cash this holiday season. That could create maybe some friction when that credit card bill comes in. Today we are talking about how to avoid those money fights this time of year with Dr. Patty Ann Tublin. Good morning. Thanks for making the trip.
Good morning. Great to be here. Always.
Yeah, so let's talk about setting a budget. Maybe let's talk about that first. What's your suggestion?
Okay, so believe it or not, I start to talk to my clients about this right after Halloween, because the holidays creep up on us, and some women that love to get a jump start on things, they start to purchase stuff before Thanksgiving. They hide it away. They forget they spent that money, but the credit card bill still comes due. So the credit cards haven't forgotten. So what you want to do is you want to create a budget, an all-in budget. So not just the amount of money that you're going to spend on gifts, but decorations, holiday cards, all the extra food and the booze for the parties that you will be hosting, an all-in number, okay? So this way, you don't just have the gifts accounted for, and then you go over budget because you didn't include all the other accessories that also make the holidays great.
Now, I know we're, mid-December. It's still not too late, would you say, to make a list?
Of course not. And here's the other thing about a list. Also, an all-in list. That's the key word, all in. So on the list, you want everybody that you can imagine, and then stick to the list. So your kid's favorite substitute teacher, your favorite anchor person, your favorite colleague, the mailman, the dog walker, all in. Think about it. Give it a day or two, and then let it go. Do not add other people to the list, because that also is a very easy way to go over budget. So let's say you remember, somebody who your hairdresser you forgot to put on your list. You really want to give her a gift. So homemade gifts are great.
Sure.
So bake some cookies and, have a nice little basket. You can get like 10 of them from the dollar store, right? So it really won't kill your budget.
Right.
And then, use the wrapping paper you bought, get creative, and give them a homemade gift. Or write them a card, like an old-fashioned card, and give that to the person. Let them know that you're thinking about them. People really appreciate that because you're using your most precious commodity, your time.
And before we wrap up, I just want to say, do you find that there's a lot of couples that once they get that credit card bill, it's he said, she said, why did you spend this?
Absolutely, absolutely. And what happens is not only does the fighting start, but then the relationship is strained because you have to pay that bill. So not only do you have to spend money that neither one of the two of you thought wasn't going to be spent, but now you have credit card interest on top of that, and then it becomes a true financial stressor. And the last thing I'll say is no impulsive purchases.
Sure.
The marketers know exactly what they're doing. They're brilliant. So right at the checkout counter, not only do they have the gum that you really don't need, but they also have that $9.99 toy that was marked down from, $30, so you just have to get it.
Right.
Still throws you over budget. Not necessary. Put it back.
All right. Dr. Patty Ann Tublin, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Or if you're single like me, you won't have to answer to anyone.
But you still don't want to go into debt. You still don't want to go into debt.
No, that's true. Thank you again, Mike.